In this video, we'll have a look on how to change numeric data types in our columns. We have our data frame, which consists of country, continent, some number, and food. First thing we're going to do is we cast to a specific type. So just that I don't mess up my data frame, I will set a variable number, and then we'll use PD to numeric. I want to change some num because this is the one with the numbers in it, and I want to cast it to float. And here we have it. Our integers from the beginning are now floats. In our next step, we want to cast float to integer, and this is a little complicated-ish because let's just take this, and as we can see, we have now floats everywhere. So if one is a float, everything is a float. Again, we take the number, numeric, we'll take the same one, and we want to downcast to integer. See it? So this worked. But if there is a float with something behind the decimal, so let's say 2.5, again, this is casted to float. And if we cast to integer now, we can see that it didn't work. So in order for this to work, it has to be a 0 behind the comma. The last thing we have to look out for is error handling. So I changed some values in my sum num column. So I set the first one to dog, which obviously is a string, and the second one to a float. If we let that run, this works. And if we want to change the data type now, this is what happens. Obviously, we'll get an error because dog is a string and this just can handle numeric values. So two things we can do. The first one is we will ignore the error. Ignore. Try again. As you can see, no error message now, but the values haven't changed at all. So what we are going to do is we type coerce, let that run, and now the dog is set to not a number, and all the values are casted to float. I hope this helped. See you next time.